it's Christy. It is Friday, August 15th, 2025. It is my day off because it is Hawaii Statehood Day. Kind of great, yeah? I'm a little bit better. My congestion is not as much as it was yesterday. And I guess I can talk a little bit more. I can talk better now. So that's a plus. Let's see. My morning impressions for today. Oh, I just feel a little grateful that my congestion didn't last that long, because I was not going to be happy if I had to constantly blow my nose. And so I'm hoping that I drained everything I had to drain in there, you know, because, oh boy, I don't want it also to settle in my lungs and then we have another problem. Yeah, not gonna happen. So I think I did make a good decision yesterday of coming home instead of going to the gym, because I think if I went, it would have stretched it out longer than it was. I mean, I'm not saying I'm 100% better, but I like the progress. So we'll see. But, you know, sometimes, though, my body goes, okay, you'll get a little bit better. And then a few days later, it's like, nah, go back to being sick. We're not done with you yet. So who knows, right? Just got to wait it out and just try to take care of my body. But, you know, at school, like when I'm by myself, I don't wear a mask. But when I'm around the students and like when we have to do faculty meetings, I use a mask. Yes, I still use a mask. And for one thing with COVID, I mean, I'm glad mask use is accepted now, because it has cut down my sick days. Because you know how I got hospitalized back in 2024? Let me tell you. Okay, so it was like our school fair kind of thing. And now all that time, okay, this was in March, right? So all this time, I was using masks at school, okay? So then at the West Fest, which is what the school fair is about, I suppose. It was the weekend before spring break. And, you know, every teacher is voluntold, yeah, to work. So I did, but then I went, you know what? I'm not going to wear a mask because it's the weekend. I want to see, you know, students and their families while I work the booth, whatever, right? And that is where I got sick. Because after that day, because that was a Saturday, Sunday I started to feel something. And then we still had school, you know, that week. And then I started getting sick. And then into my spring break, I was sick. And then by the end of spring break, which is only a week, I was ready to go I was going to the hospital. So, yeah, mask use does work. So I'm trying to practice that. And I also increased my hand washing and hand sanitizing too. I mean, you might think it's excessive, but I need to stay well. Because with my respiratory issues, you know, I got asthma. I didn't know I had asthma until I have the kind of asthma where if I'm sick, then it starts, I guess it's activated. So I guess I have sickness-activated asthma. I don't even know if that's a real medical term, but that's when I have asthma. I don't have asthma in like I don't have exercise-induced asthma. I don't have the kind of asthma like everyday kind of asthma. My asthma shows when I'm sick. And how I know? Because when I went to the hospital, they told me. That's how I know. See, they don't tell you. There's no like big diagnosis of what you have. They kind of like, even like the sciatica. Hello, nobody told me. I had to tell them. So it's like sometimes it's self-diagnosis. Because they don't, the medical professionals don't really even like, don't even like diagnose you. They just kind of go, oh yeah, you do, okay. Look at my self-diagnosis with my drop foot. Nobody diagnosed me. I had to diagnose myself. But it come to find out that's what it is, right? Because I get all the symptoms, all the indications that I have drop foot. How do I know? Because I'm going to look at YouTube on those physical therapy guys, and they told me. So, yeah. So that's where I am. Hold on, I got a drink. So, that's my morning impression. My morning impression is I'm getting better. So, that's a plus. Wear masks. That's another plus. Especially around the cheerings. The cheerings of the world. Just kidding. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm really susceptible even after all these years. I did not build up any immunity. No such thing. After how many 20 plus years, still get sick. Still get sick around the same time of the year. Still get sick due to exposure. My immune system has not built up anything, but maybe it has, and now I'm just catching the new stuff. Yeah. So today, because I don't have a fever and I feel a little bit better, I will be going to the gym later on after I have my breakfast, because it's now 6:43 in the morning. Pretty good job. So I did wake up the same time, but I kind of just lingered and just kind of rested and relaxed. I didn't get up and go like I normally do. Let's see. And as far as the rest of the day, I'm just going to take it easy. I do have work to do. And I know it's a holiday, but it's better to get some stuff done instead of being overwhelmed at the end and then you go crazy when you want to pull out your hair. Yeah. So, you hear those roosters? Yeah, they're crowing even more now that the sun is rising. So, look, my hair is down. I decided to wear my hair down today. I don't know if it looks better or not, but yeah. You know, my hair it has been the longest it's been forever. I think this is the longest my hair has been. It goes past my butt. Yeah. I was telling myself, and I probably will break this, but I was telling myself, I'm not going to cut my hair until I'm ready to compete. Because when you do competition, I mean, you can have long hair, but it's not recommended. I mean, long hair, like my long hair, not like long hair, other people's terms. But your hair should be, I think they say about where it should, if you do your back pose, your hair should be like a little bit above your butt. You know, when you do your back pose. So my hair is like a little bit past my butt. So I have to at least maybe cut about, as of this point, if I had to cut it now, about 6 to 7 inches. Yeah. So we'll see, because I might get bored. I might go, nah, just cut them. But we'll see. My hairstylist is like, oh girl, your hair is so long. And then when she brushes, she go like this. And then keep going. Like that. So that's my hairstylist. When she flat irons my hair, it's like this. Okay, I'm done. Yeah. So anyway. So yeah, wear my hair different. Probably gonna put it up though, because I don't like to have it down when I work out, because it's just a pain in the butt with the sweating, and then it gets in my way. And I'm not the kind of person who likes the hair in my way. It's like, no. No. What else? So, I don't know. That's my morning impressions. Probably will edit some of this out, but when don't I? I've been editing out so you don't hear a lot of ums and ahs. And if you do you realize there were more in the original? Yes, there was. So Miko is out and about with Charlie out there. He doesn't like beeps. Yeah, when he hears a camera beep and other things beep, he gets nervous and he runs out. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a new thing that he developed. But you know, living here though, in our past, when we were there, where we used to live, there was a lot of fireworks at odd times. I mean, you could have fireworks when an MMA fight was on, and someone from Hawaii was fighting and won. Boom, 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 right? When like Manny Pacquiao would fight, boom, boom, boom. Especially New Year's Eve. If you don't like fireworks, don't come, because you're gonna hear that show for about 30 minutes to half an hour after 12 o'clock. But prior to that, you're gonna be hearing spurts. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that where I used to live, a lot of fireworks. Used to get the dogs all crazy and so scared. And where I live now, the people cannot set off fireworks. So that's good for the dogs, because they do not like it at all. I mean, they really don't. I mean, they shake, and it's just terrible to watch. Now, I remember when I was a kid, we used to have fireworks, right? And it used to boom, 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 boom. But the difference between now and then was there was designated times for fireworks. Not whenever you feel like it. You blasted off your fireworks New Year's Eve, maybe July 4th, but we didn't really do that back in the day. Now, it's whenever you feel like it. And then we had that tragic thing that happened over here with the fireworks. Now they're cracking down, but who knows, if it's really effective. I mean, especially with people with PTSD and pets, they react to it. Oh, and another thing that's different. Back in the day, we had kind of fireworks. Now it's boom, boom, and your whole house shake. And then your whole house shake. Back then was like on the telephone pole kind with the ladder. And then boom, yeah? No. Today, we act like we're in a war zone. So, I don't know how I ended up talking about fireworks. But my morning impressions, where I just talk about anything. So that is my morning impressions. I will see you later, bunnies, probably for my gym accountability check-in a little later after my breakfast. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, if you like this video, please like it. And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe, because I would like to expand my community. So look how happy I am, because I have a holiday and it's a rest day from work. So I will see you later, bunnies. Bye. Good morning, bunnies. It is 8:48 in the morning. I am on my way to the gym. This is my gym accountability check. So I am driving. I just left my driveway and I'm making my way to the gym. Yeah, it's a little bit late. I'm hoping that the gym is not crowded, because after all, it is a state holiday. But I'm hoping that there's not a lot of state employees that are there right now. So let's cross our fingers. So yeah, Left a little bit later, honestly, because I had GI problems. So I was kind of waiting to make sure that most of it is taken care of. So we'll cross our fingers, because I don't like to use the bathroom at the gym for anything other than number 1. So because you know how that can be, because there's no air fresheners. Yeah. So honestly, I am tired. I want to stay home, but I'm pretty good, honestly, if I think about it. So that's why I'm going. If this backfires on me, well, it backfires on me. And at least I try to go and, dig deep and get my workout done. Because when I come home, I'll have my lunch and then see where I am, and then either take a nap to catch up on my sleep, or I will work on my YouTube channel, because I'm still working on my Sigma Bunny Flex, which is my fitness section of my channel, or I'll work on work. But honestly, who wants to work on work? Not me. Not when I'm supposed to. But I did get good news. I looked if my paycheck reflected my raise, and it did. I'm so happy. Usually they take forever to have that reflected, right? I mean, isn't that the case? I mean, they can take your money out so fast, but putting money in, whatever it is, takes forever. Explain that to me. How can they take any kind of financial service or whatever? How can they take out money so fast from your bank account, but when it's a refund, it takes 4 days? Explain that to me. In this day and age, should be just that quick. Anyway, so I will end this now, because I would like to turn on my air conditioner. And I will see you on my accountability check-in when I finish my workout, which today is shoulders and cardio, 45 minutes on elliptical. But honestly, with the cardio, we'll just see how it goes, because that's respiratory stuff. So I'll see you later, bunnies. Bye. Hello, bunnies. I just finished my what did I just finish? I just finished my 45 minutes of cardio on the elliptical machine with no hits. I also finished my shoulders. And although I am still sick, I was functional. And I think it also helped me drain, because I had to blow my nose a couple times. But I feel okay. I don't feel extra sick or anything, so I'm kind of glad that I took the day off. And then but I'm also glad I also took today. Today was on. So this is my accountability. This is my gym accountability check-in. So yes, I went, and yes, I finished. And look at this line from the headband. Oy, whatever. So I'm on my way home. Gonna have lunch. I don't know if I'm gonna take a nap, but we'll see. Because to me, everything is about recovery. And what I lack right now is sleep. And although I do want to work on things, I also have to take care of my body. And if I need sleep, I will go to sleep, since I am always in a deficit. But I have noticed, though, I don't know what it is, but I have noticed that I am gaining an hour's sleep somewhere. So that's pretty good, because I'm not waking up. Well, I am waking up, like at maybe 12 or 1. But I'm not staying up. I'm actually going back to sleep. So that's a good thing. I don't know if it's because of, my HRT, with the estrogen and the progesterone introduction. I mean, if it could be, because I heard that can help. And I don't know, maybe, right? But so I'm glad I took that. But I'm not glad that I get my periods. No. But I guess that's the price you pay when you have to get your hormones back in balance. Because I'm sorry, but I am going to I'm going to be in this body for a while, and I want it to function well. And just because I'm aging doesn't mean, you have to suffer. I mean, how many, I have maybe 50 more years in this body. Hopefully, I have to have it function. I'm not going to be suffering just because, some doctor who is not up on the research is, reluctant to give me what's available. So anyway, so I'm on my way home. Workout was good. It's been a while though since I worked this group of exercises on my body, so I was a little bit sore, but then I did go on, I kind of took it easy because of that, but not easy in the sense of I used like weight all through, but I just kind of, like the last time I went heavier than when I did, so I went back to my, I guess, original weights. And then the cardio, when I was on it, I just gave myself 10-minute increments. I'm like, okay, you have 4 10-minute increments and one 5-minute increment. Just see how you are in 10-minute increments, and then if you still want to proceed, because of your sick, then you can stop. And then, the first 10 minutes went by, okay, second, okay, good, third, and then the fourth, and okay, one more 5, and then I'm done. So, that helped. Because honestly, I get so bored on the cardio. I really do. I always have. I mean, I used to listen to music, but now I just listen to YouTube, and I'll just pick someone to listen to, and I'll just listen to them talk. And it's either Peter Mon's, like one of his channels, or I'll do like Downsize, because that's GLP-1 related. I can listen to the news on that, and because they're always fun. Or I'll listen to some kind of bikini bodybuilding coach YouTube channel, like I think Pro Physique and Elite Physique. I think like Coach Adam, and then the Coach Paul one. Yeah, not in that order. But yeah, so I listen to like one of them. But I don't know, some is just like for motivation. But I don't know, like I used to listen to music, but then sometimes that in your ear just kind of gets to me. So yeah, I would never have thought I would be someone who would be satisfied listening to someone talk. But I guess I'm at that age. But it's good to, like, I guess, try to use my time wisely and be productive, and try to like listen to, people's thoughts and opinions on things I'm interested in. So yeah. So wow, I'm gonna go home and shower. See how the dogs are. Get back into AC, because it is hot already. My car thermometer says 90 degrees already. And always the AC is off, so I can be heard. So yeah, I feel better. I'm draining, so I think that helps. But I have to take it easy because, like I said earlier, sometimes my body goes, okay, I'm gonna make you better, and then a couple days later, no, I lied. Here, have some more sickness, and then I have one more week of the sickness. So they go, psych. You thought you was all done. No, you're not. Here's a little more. Yeah. So I just gotta take it easy, listen to my body. But yeah, I wanted to not go today. Honestly, I was tired. I was like, oh, I'll just take another thing off. But I'm like, you know what? You feel better. You're not as congested. You don't have a fever. You can go. So I was like, just go. So I went. So yeah. So I think I really want to work on my my first video for my fitness section of this channel, because the script is done. I just need to do the visual, and then then I can start recording. But who knows? I gotta take a sip. I'm gonna start coughing. Did you drink your water today? I hope so. Excuse me. I burped. Who knew when I was younger, right? Child of the 80s, 90s, and thousands. I'm not going to say 70s because I don't remember nothing. But who knew that I would be someone who would drink water? Not me. Because I was all Miss Coca-Cola, Miss Juice. I mean, water, right? But now water is all the thing. So who knew? I mean, oh my God. You know, a softball practice, especially the summer. Well, I guess, yeah, summer. We wouldn't, like even back then, we wouldn't be drinking water. I mean, water was like a privilege, right? Because that's old school thinking. Now kids in their water bottles, yeah, during their sports practices all the time. But back then, they controlled that water intake. Anyway, so by the time you finished practice, you was all thirsty and dehydrated. So then sometimes, like after games and practices, Coca-Cola would be available. And oh my God, talk about drinking your calories. I would drink so much soda right after practice. I would drink probably 3 in less than half an hour, because that's how thirsty I was. And so what is that? About 600 calories? Already just like that. But who knew, yeah? That's what I mean. Nowadays, so accessible in nutrition information. But yeah, so drink your water. Don't drink your calories. That's one of my rules. Don't drink your calories. That's why I hardly, if ever, go to Starbucks now. I used to drink my calories. I used to do the refreshers. I used to do the frappuccinos. Yeah, now I don't even go. I used to, on the earn the stars, the rewards. Now I hardly even go. It's like, ooh, I'd rather spend that money on buying my water at Safeway. You know how many waters I can get for the amount that I'm spending on one drink? Yeah. Think about that. I think Safeway had like a special of like 99 cents for a 33.7 ounce bottle of the carbonated water. Okay, so how much is a good like actual Starbucks drink? $8. I could buy like eight drinks for one drink. So yeah, and the calorie is not even gonna be half of what I'm supposed to. Maybe even a fourth of what the one Starbucks drink is gonna be. So Try not to drink your calories, because I'd rather eat. I'd rather eat food. That's where I want to get my calories. So, yeah. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of rambling on this hot day. Because it's about 11:35 in the morning on my way home. Like I said. So, I guess I'll end this now. And I will check in later. I don't know when, maybe when the mood fits me, but I will definitely check in for my evening reflection. So I shall see you later, bunnies. Bye. Hi, bunnies. It's Christy, and here I am for my evening reflections. So I just finished my first video for my Sigma Bunny Flex fitness series of my channel, and let me tell you, I know it's amateurish, but that's how we learn, right? We do stuff, practice, we get better as each thing that we do. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. So it was very interesting as I tried to put my script on a teleprompter app, and then I had to go figure out how to make it kind of towards my eye line, and then the teleprompter speed was either fast or slow, and but I made it, and whatever it looks like, and I flub, that's how it is. I also did not go to the beauty salon to go, debut my hit newscaster look. This is how I was, because that's how I am. Usually in a swimsuit, my bikini, and yeah, so that's how we get bikini buns too. So I had a good day. I sound better. My congestion has lessened, thank goodness. I'm so happy. But I'm going to be cautious because, like I said, my body likes to get me well a little bit and then go, nah, you need more sickness. And then throw on 3 more days later on. So I'll just be a little bit cautious, see how my body is. But yeah, what an accomplishment today. I finally got that Sigma Bunny Flex video I've been talking about for about, 2 weeks. So right in my next on my list in that series, I want to talk about gym anxiety. So I'm putting together a script, and I got to get visuals on that. But yeah, my next topic is gym anxiety. And yes, I know that you can find this information somewhere on the internet, but for me, I want to curate my experiences and information and have it here on my channel. Yes, you can go find it from other people. Yes, it's generic. I know. But also within that, someone who might not even want to search, but stumbles upon something like this kind of video, they could just watch it. So that is why I put it out. And I want my channel to be a little bit comprehensive. So that is why I am just going with what I'm thinking and feeling and just doing it. I mean, it doesn't suit you. If you already know that information, then just move on. Simple as that, right? I know this is information that people should know or already know. Yeah, I know. That is why it's important for me to put it out there on my channel so I can offer someone who doesn't possibly know that kind of information, because you never know who might stumble upon information and how it gets distributed, right? So yes, and it's also information that I curated, because this is also taken from my experience of over how many decades, and also Peach Bunny's experience and expertise too. He just wants to be a consultant. He doesn't want to be a fitness influencer. That is why I had to make him anonymous, but it felt strange to call him personal trainer friend. So I told him, what do you want to be known as? Because it sounds really awkward to call you personal trainer friend. And then he's like, what? Well, I mentioned all these other things. And then he goes, how about Peach Bunny? Because I go, that's on brand, because I call my audience bunnies. But he came up with bunny because he knows about the brand. Well, anyway, so it just came out to be Peach Bunny because the peach was, that's another, it's a synonymous. It's a synonym for the word butt. So I originally wanted to call him Peach Poppy, but he goes, isn't that cringe? And I go, yeah, okay, well, how about, and he goes, well, what about Peach Bunny? I go, okay, that's more on brand. So we went with that. I know. Tomato, who even gives a crap, right? Because this is a small channel and I act like, this is going to be a multi-million-dollar company and I got to get my branding. But hey, it's fun, right? Got to keep things consistent. And that's fun. So, that's how I work. That's how my mind works and is organized. So I finally got it done and I'm so happy. And what am I going to do? Look how happy I am. You know why I'm so happy? Because I got a day off and I'm so happy. So yeah. And I wasn't able to nap today and I'm kind of sad about that. But then I just wanted to work on what I wanted to work on at a slow pace. And yeah. So I learned a lot today, even though it wasn't professional. I am not a professional. After all, I'm on YouTube with very little subscribers. So I don't really care. But everything I do, I can pass on to my students because what I learned, they can learn too. And like I said in a previous video, all the things that I've ever learned, it kind of trickles down to my students. I don't know how, but in some way it does. So that's to being a lifelong learner. What else should I say? Wow. I wish that everyone has a good night tonight. I'm going to end this really early because I want to relax and I want to read my manga or manhwa. I think it's manhwa, not manga. Manga is Japanese. Manhwa is Korean. I want to read my manhwas and yeah. So I hope everybody had a good day. I had one. It started off kind of shaky, but then it ended up really positive. Oh my goodness, you heard that gecko? I don't like geckos. They scare me ever since I was a kid. I mean, I know they're like this big, but sometimes they're so translucent. It kind of freaks me out. Anyway, what a day. So this is my last project of tonight. I just have to wrap up my evening reflection, add it to my other video for my vlog, upload it and schedule it, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to officially sign off now, I promise. I thank you for so much. Thank you so much for viewing my video again. I know it's long and boring, but that's my life. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You can just move on. But I would like a record of my life in some way, and this is it. So I see you later, bunnies. Bye-bye.